Imagine pouring your heart into creating a podcast or video only to realize no one can actually find it. That's what was happening to one of my clients. He had great content, but every time he checked his analytics, the traffic was flat. Why? Because his blog posts weren't optimized for search engines. And let's be real, SEO can feel like another language. Focus keywords, meta descriptions, alt text, backlinks. It's overwhelming. And unless you hire an expert, it feels impossible. This client had been paying consultants just to make sure his posts weren't buried on page 10 of Google. He hated the dependency, he hated the cost. And deep down, he worried that without SEO, his content would just die quietly online. That frustration is where I stepped in. I told him, you don't need to be an SEO guru, you just need a system. And I built him one. Here's how it works. As soon as his podcast is published, the automation waits for it to be syndicated everywhere. Then it creates a blog post on his own website, embedding the episode beautifully. That alone saves hours. But then the real magic happens. A bot analyzes the post like a professional SEO specialist. It identifies the perfect focus keyword. It pulls in alternative keywords. It writes the meta description. And it even generates alt text for the images. All of this is automatically added to WordPress. So when he checks the SEO reporting, every single post lights up green. The result? His content started ranking. Traffic grew without spending a dime on ads. Prospects who had never heard of him were suddenly landing on his site. More eyeballs meant more leads, and more leads meant more sales. All because SEO, once a headache, was handled by automation. He now saves thousands a month on consultants, and he has peace of mind knowing every piece of content he publishes is working for him 24/7. And think about the stakes here. If he had done nothing, his content would have stayed invisible. It would have cost him traffic, leads, and revenue. Worse, he would have remained chained to paying others for something he could automate. Instead, he flipped the script. Now he has a future-proof system that scales with him. If you've ever felt held hostage by SEO or overwhelmed by the jargon, maybe it's time you stop fighting it and let automation turn it into a money-making engine for you too.